Hey there, Blurs here. I'm going to show you how I made some scatter terrain and this cool rope bridge. So enjoy.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about some scatter terrain. I'm going to go over 3 points that I think are very important about scatter terrain. The first point being how beginner friendly it is. It's almost a requirement in most games. The equation usually is you get your first mini, you get your first game, you get your first terrain, and that's usually scatter terrain. Another way you may be exposed to scatter terrain is through fancy basing and or diorama building. These make scatter terrain something that we are all exposed to very early on in our hobby career. And that's a good thing, because scatter terrain is incredibly beginner friendly. Not only in game mechanic terms, usually, but also in building composition. And what I mean by that is that as a beginner, you can basically take anything and glue it to some cardboard cutouts and you have scatter terrain. This allows for an excellent entryway into building more complicated structures. The other cool aspect of scatter terrain is its customizability. One of my favorite things is looking at some of the armies on parade boards, which if you don't know what armies on parade is, you can probably Google it and get better information than I would give you, but basically it's a competition of some sort where you build and paint an army and a display board for them. And there are some very cool armies on parade display boards. Check them out next time you need some inspiration for scatter terrain. One of my favorite aspects of scatter terrain, especially when I'm building it for a particular project like a Mordheim board, as I am doing here, is that I can use all the leftover pieces of the board that I didn't, or builds that I didn't use on the board. For example, I have a bunch of shingles that I had built on a roof, but then I had destroyed the roof and cut out chunks of it, and I used a lot of those on these scatter terrain pieces. Another great aspect of scatter terrain is that it allows you to build or to experiment with builds on a smaller scale. So as opposed to building a big building using, say, a shingling technique that you've never used before, you can use that shingling technique and then use it for scatter terrain. The second point about scatter terrain I would like to make is its effect on the battlefield. Scatter terrain really is like sprinkles on your dessert. You don't really notice when they're there, but you definitely notice when it's gone. It also allows you to experiment a bit with rules. For example, say you're a beginner to a rule set or new to a certain game and you want to learn how something climbs or something jumps or something does a certain maneuver in the game. You can build scatter terrain to perfectly fit that sort of situation. So then when you're playing your learning games, you can use all the different mechanics and learn the rules a little bit better. I personally play a lot of skirmish games, so I have had many experiences feeling blessed and or cursed by where the scatter terrain was placed. The third point on scatter terrain I would like to make is kind of an esoteric one. I feel like building scatter terrain and any terrain, really, not just terrain, scale models, building anything to a certain scale and doing a bit of it and trying to make it look very realistic to capture some realism in it. I think that changes the way that you see the world. You'll start seeing castles in cardboard boxes and jet bikes in yogurt containers. It's like looking for shapes in clouds as a kid, except you're looking for shapes in your garbage. And in a way that's really powerful because it exercises your imagination, and if you exercise your imagination, I feel like in a way it's a recipe for eternal youth.
thanks for joining me on that scatter terrain debacle. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it inspired you a little bit. I've got another project coming up. I'm going to delve into some Necromunda terrain, so hopefully that interests some of you. Subscribe to check that out, and I will catch you guys next time on Blurrscraft.